गुड इवनिंग बच्चों। आज जो वीडियो जाने वाला है वो पलक शर्मा का है। बहुत कूल एंड काम पर्सनालिटी की है ये, और थ्रू आउट इंटरव्यू इनका जो पर्सनालिटी रहा था वो काफ़ी कूल रहा था, और काफ़ी नॉर्मली इन्होंने बहुत, जबकि ये ऑलरेडी वर्किंग है और जिस समय इनका इंटरव्यू हो रहा था जस्ट ये ऑफिस से आई थी, और फिर भी उस कंडीशन में भी इन्होंने करीब 1 घंटे का लंबा मॉक इंटरव्यू दिया था, क्योंकि हमारा वो अपना प्रोग्राम का अपना स्पेसिफिक यूएसपी है कि हम लोग उसी तरह से लेते हैं इंटरव्यू, मॉक इंटरव्यू। तो फिर भी उन्होंने बहुत पेशेंस के साथ करीब 1 सवा घंटे हमारे साथ इंटरेक्शन में रही, और बहुत अच्छे से जवाब दिया। कुछ क्वेश्चन जो इकोनॉमिक टर्म्स, बैंकिंग टर्म्स से रिलेटेड थे, थोड़ा सा क्योंकि ये टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड की थी और इन्फोसिस में वर्किंग है, तो इनका जो बैकग्राउंड था थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल था और इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड की थी, तो मुझे यही लगा कि थोड़ा सा ब्रशअप नहीं हो पाया होगा, बट लेकिन इनका परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छा रहा और इनको बैंक भी अलॉट हो गया है बच्चों। ये आप उनका वीडियो देखिए, मॉक वीडियो है जो कि हमने फरवरी में लिया था, तो उस समय का वीडियो है। इनका सिलेक्शन फाइनली हो गया, बहुत खुशी की बात है। चलिए आप उनका वीडियो देखिए। थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
So a banker should have the qualities by using which he or she can build good customer relationship. So a banker should be very helpful. He or she should be truthful. Clarity of thoughts is required, and confident, politeness. So these qualities will help me to build good customer relationship. In this way, I can be helpful, as if I can build good customer relationship, I can attract more and more customers to the bank.
You said politeness, right? So when
Right, sir.
when we will post you in the rural branch, interior branch, there you will find various kind of persons, okay, good and bad, and someone will be really hard to the core. They are rude to the core. So with that politeness, how will manage you? How will manage you? How will you manage them?
So I believe whether a customer is good or rude, the banker has should always be polite with the customers. I'll try to solve the problem of the customer in the best possible way. I'll first listen what the problem is customer is having, why he or she is behaving in such a way, what's the matter with the customer. So I'll try to solve the matter as soon as possible.
Okay, fine. So I'll shift to Mr. Pankaj Sinha sir. Sorry, Mr. Sasank Sinha sir. So that sorry, Pankaj, it's Sasank
No,
wanted to have it.
no issue. No issue is there. If Pankaj sir wants to.
No. You can continue.
Okay, Sasank Sinha will continue because he has some work there. Okay. So Pankaj, now next to Sasank Sinha sir.
Hello, Palak.
Hello, sir.
So you are basically from Punjab.
Yes, sir. From Nabha
Do
city.
you know which bank is the SLBC convener of Punjab, your home state?
Sorry?
SLBC convener. SLBC. Have you heard about this term? SLBC.
No, sir. Sorry. I don't know about it.
Okay, it's state level bankers committee.
Okay.
In every state there is a convener bank whose main task is to conduct the SLBC convener meet on quarterly basis. Okay, no issue.
Okay, sir. I'll update my knowledge.
Okay, no worry. And do you know what this term is repo rate?
Yes, sir. Repo rate is the rate at which a bank lends to, RBI lends to bank some money if they need.
Okay.
For example, if a commercial, sorry?
What is the percent rate?
So it's 4%.
It's 4%. Okay. Palak, briefly tell me something about priority sector lending. What is it all about? What are the different sectors that are involved in this priority sector lending?
Some areas in the country have been given priority to the banks will have to give them loans on the priority basis. Currently, banks have the priority sector lending ratio as 40%, and in RRBs, it is 75%. These sectors include some of the major areas like agriculture, education, housing, small and medium enterprises, industries, and I'm able to recall these many things. Agriculture got a share of 17%, which is the major share.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there, Palak, is there any specific percentage that has been prescribed by the Reserve Bank of India that he wants other banks to achieve that percentage of their total lending?
Yes, sir. It's 40% of the total lending.
40%.
Yes, sir.
No, it's about 60% overall.
Okay.
60%.
Okay, sir.
40. It is a generally this percentage has been prescribed by RBI,
Okay.
but the 40% is mandatory. In case any bank fails to achieve that, the RBI will levy a certain amount of penalty on the defaulting bank.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Palak,
Yes, sir.
1.5 years ago, central government has merged almost all of the public sector banks.
Yes, sir.
What is the total number of public sector banks before merger and after merger?
Sir, before merger, I'm not sure about, but after merger, I guess it's 8.
No, it's 12.
Not able to. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I was saying that I was guessing.
12 excluding SBI and its associate.
Okay.
SBI. Okay, Palak. Have you heard about this term CGT MSc? What is it all about? CGT MSc.
No, sir. Sorry, I don't know about it.
Okay. After your interview is over, and have some points of this topic, CGT MSc. Go through it.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Few days ago, a country has deployed India's UPI platform. Can you name that country?
Nepal, sir.
Okay, very good. And the next question is Asian Development Bank. You must heard about it.
Yes, sir.
Tell me its total number of members along with headquarter, where it is located.
Okay.
Asian Development Bank.
I know about it, but I'm not able to recall it.
No issue. Palak, former RBI Governor Urjit Patel, he has joined as a vice president of some financial institution. What is that? Could you tell me the name of that institution?
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay. No issue. Tell me any two difference, Palak, between a current account and savings account.
Sorry. So current account is basically for entrepreneurs. Saving account is for everyone. In saving account, we can save our savings, obviously. But in saving account, there is a requirement of the minimum balance. We need to fulfill the requirement. We need to maintain the minimum balance. But in current accounts, there is no minimum balance requirements. And in current accounts, we can also get a credit card, and we can also get a facility of overdraft, which is not there in the saving accounts.
Okay. What is a CASA? You just said current account, saving account.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about this term, CASA?
Yes, sir.
What
So
is it?
CASA means current account, saving account. It is the ratio of the deposits in the current account and saving accounts of the bank divided by the total deposits in the bank.
Okay. So why banks are insisting on increasing their CASA deposit? Suppose I want to make a fixed deposit of say 10 lakh or 20 lakh in a particular branch. But instead of that, banks are always insisting on increasing their CASA deposit. Is there any specific reason behind this?
Yes, sir. There is a specific reason behind this because in current account and saving accounts, banks do not have to pay their money, or they do not have to give much interest, because if we talk about fixed deposit or a recurring deposit, we get a much interest in those accounts. And if we talk about current account and saving account, there's a
Mm-hmm.
very minimum interest rate in saving accounts, and there is no interest rate in current accounts. So bank will prefer a saving account and current account more in as compared to fixed deposit and recurring deposit accounts.
Okay, Palak. My last question is, as you have mentioned that you hail from Punjab. Have
Yes,
you heard
sir.
about this CD ratio? CD ratio.
No, sir. CD ratio, I haven't heard about it.
It is credit to deposit ratio. Please go through it.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay, now I'll pass the questions to our Pankaj sir. He will ask you the questions. And the last, if we talk about feedback,
Okay,
then
sir.
your communication skill is very good. Beyond
Thank
doubt,
you, sir.
you have communicated very well.
Thank you, sir.
You need to go through some basic concepts like a CGTMSC, CD ratios, because these topics, there are quite probability that you are going
Okay.
to face these questions in the real interview. So have a
Okay,
glance,
sir.
short glance on all these topics, and
Okay,
I
sir.
wish you all the best. Next,
Thank you,
Pankaj
sir.
sir will take
Thank you so
the
much.
Prerna ma'am. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sasank Sinha sir.
okay,
You You
okay,
want
sir.
to
Yes.
leave,
Yes,
Sasank?
sir. I will leave with your
Oh,
permission. You
okay.
can
Okay.
continue.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sasank.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Pankaj.
So should I proceed or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pankaj sir,
okay?
proceed.
Okay. So hi Palak, good evening.
Hello, good
Welcome to
evening,
the
sir.
welcome. So tell me, you work for Infosys, right?
Right, sir.
Okay. So can you please tell me the father of IT industry? Who is named as the father of IT industry?
Sorry, sir. I don't know about it. Sorry.
Okay, you are from Infosys, so Mr. Narayan Murthy is called the father of
Yes,
Indian IT industry.
Indian IT industry. Okay.
Yeah. So okay, who is Nandan Nilekani? You know Nandan Nilekani?
Yes, I have heard about it.
So can you please tell me some major contribution of Nandan Nilekani for Indian government?
Um, no, sir. I'm not able.
Nandan
I
Nilekani
don't
is
know
also
about it.
from Nandan Nilekani is also from Infosys. Okay, so you know Aadhaar card,
Yes, sir.
UIDIA. So
Yes,
it
sir.
was the Nandan Nilekani was the that authority behind this
Founder of that.
Aadhaar card system. He
Okay.
managed the entire
Okay.
thing for Indian government. Okay, tell me,
Okay.
you are from IT industry. So can you please tell me what is the contribution of IT industry to the Indian GDP?
So I don't know the I don't know the percentage actually, but I just know that IT has a great contribution right now. It's the only thing which is having positive results in this pandemic as well.
Okay, let's say what is the contribution of service industry to the Indian GDP? Any idea?
No, sir, I haven't read about the exact percentage.
Okay. So please tell me, you are system engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
So and you are working for Infosys, a great company. So can you please tell me, uh, what is the difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning? Any idea?
Sir, I know about artificial intelligence
Hmm.
and machine learning as well, but I haven't studied about deep learning because I'm currently working in Salesforce technology and I'm currently in my training.
Okay.
So I can brief about AI. AI is artificial intelligence. In this process,
So,
robot
so machine, sorry to interrupt you. Machine learning comes under artificial intelligence, or artificial intelligence comes under machine learning?
artificial intelligence is a part of machine learning.
No, actually, machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence. Okay, so artificial intelligence is a broad thing, and machine learning is its subset. Okay,
Okay, okay.
do you know what is IoT?
Uh, yes, I know the full form of it, Internet of Things.
What is Internet of Things?
Uh, no idea, sir. Sorry.
Okay, okay. So let me ask you. You know, some of the. Can you please name the two major stock exchanges in India?
Yes, sir. It's Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange.
So which one has a
NSI and
larger volume?
NSE and BSE.
Which one has
Uh,
larger trading
I
volume?
don't know about the larger one, but I just know about these
Okay.
two names.
Which is the oldest one? NSE, between NSE and BSE.
No idea, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about some recent scam related to NSE?
Yes, related to NSE.
NSE few days ago.
So it's related to banks, I guess. ABG Shipyard scam was there.
No, I'm asking about some top level management at NSE. Any scam has erupted few days ago?
Yes, sir. I forgot the name. She was in a top authority, and there was some scam going on in the appointment of a person.
Okay, so you don't have the means.
Uh, yes, so
Yeah,
I.
you are right. You are right. You are right. You are right that actually Miss yeah, Chitra
Yes,
Ramakrishnan, who
Chitra.
was the who is
Yes.
MD and CEO. So there are some allegations. So
She was following some maybe some Babaji and all. She was sending the details, sharing the details about NSC to some unknown email ID, and
okay, so okay, that's fine. So can you please tell me what is corporate governance?
sorry.
Corporate governance, you know what is corporate governance? Because this NSE scam is a failure of corporate governance.
No,
You
sir.
have heard. You have heard
No,
that.
sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So. You know, what is the name of the index that is majorly traded on NSE?
No, sir. I do not have much idea about stock exchanges. I just know the name.
Okay, you have not traded in ever in uh, a stock exchange.
No, no, sir. I haven't.
Okay, but so Nifty 50 is the major index traded on National Stock Exchange.
Okay,
Okay.
Nifty 50.
So
Okay.
okay, so can you please tell me what is Basel Accord?
Hello.
You know Basel. You know Basel Accord?
So basal norms.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
So yes, there are basically three norms: Basel 1, Basel 2, Basel 3, which are related to the banking. So
What it is all about?
they define the rules which are required for the banks.
Regarding what? Rules regarding what?
Oh, sorry, sir, I am not able to recall it.
Okay. You know the concept of mm, okay. You know this solvency and bankruptcy code.
Insolvency and bankruptcy code.
Yeah, insolvency and bankruptcy code.
Yes, sir. Whenever there is some kind of fraud in the banks, to recover the amounts, there is a code: insolvency and bankruptcy. We got to know about.
So recently you must be knowing that India has uh, enforced a new bankruptcy and insolvency code. So can you please tell me why it has been, why it has come into force, and what is the main purpose behind this?
Yes, sir. Because NPA was increasing in the banks, due to which the bank balance sheet of the banks was not good.
I'm
So,
I'm asking um, solvency code, bankruptcy and solvency code. You are talking about NPA.
yes, sir.
So both are different things. There is a concept
Okay.
of bad bank. There is a concept of bad bank. Okay. So what
Yes.
you was so I am asking regarding solvency and bankruptcy code.
Sorry, sir. I don't know about it, but I know about bad banks only.
Okay, okay. So can you please tell me mm, about about single securities code?
Single
What is it?
securities code?
Huh?
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. What do you know about bad banking? Bad bank concept. Please explain.
Okay. So whenever there is some kind of NPA in the bank, uh,
Hmm.
NP is basically that bank has given some kind of loan and they are unable to recover that loan. So it is considered as NPA, and it affects the balance sheet of the bank, because whenever there is an NPA in the banks, banks have to pay that amount from their profit only.
So what is this concept? Bad bank. Bad bank has been proposed recently by the
Yes, sir.
government. What is the
Yes,
logic
sir.
behind this? Why it has been proposed? And how is it going to affect the Indian uh, banking industry?
So, as per my knowledge, bad banks are the banks which are having a huge amount of NPA.
Right?
So, government has proposed some of the asset reconstruction companies, which will transfer the NPA amount of the banks to their own. So, bank will have the clean balance sheet.
So okay. So how will it help Indian system banking system?
So bank will have a lesser percentage of loss, because whenever there is an NPA, bank suffers huge loss, and as well in along with the banks, the customer also suffers. So if banks are transferring their loans to the companies, so they will suffer less loss. So this will
Okay.
help.
So banks will be able to focus more on their functional
Yes,
businesses.
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, you please tell me, Russia-Ukraine crisis, which is at a very peak these days.
Yes, sir.
So, how is it going to affect Indian economy?
Okay.
Any idea?
Uh, yes, sir. Sir, Indian government is having a very good relations with Russia as well as with US. But if there's a conflict between Russia and Ukraine, US wants India to support them to save Ukraine. But Indian government also has good relations with Russia. So in this way, if we
So,
support,
sorry, I'm not asking about the geopolitical uh, diplomacy or relation. I'm asking that how economically it will affect Indian economy.
so it
Any direct, yeah.
so it will affect the trade between the countries.
Which commodity uh, will be the bigger concern for India if this Russia-Ukraine crisis escalates?
Sir, I do not know about it, the
It's
major
oil and energy
oil and
market
energy. Okay.
crisis. Okay,
Okay.
so okay. Mm. Tell me, U.S. federal interest rate policy. Recently, it has been proposed that U.S. Fed will increase hike the interest rate. How do you think it is going to affect Indian stock market or Indian
No
financial
idea,
market?
sir. No idea, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, you know mm, how equity prices and gold prices are related? Any idea?
Equity and gold. No, sir. No idea about it.
Okay, okay, mm, okay. So options. Option. What is an option?
Auction?
Option is a financial product.
No,
You know
sir.
what is option? You know derivatives? What is a derivative? Financial instrument.
No,
It's
sir.
a
No, sir.
okay. Okay. So you know what is a depository?
No, sir. I don't know about it in
Okay,
exact
fine. So
words.
it's fine. It's done from my side, Palak. So
Okay.
I would like to
Yeah.
tell you a few points that as a bank manager, you are expected, or as a bank manager, you are aspiring bank manager. So as a bank manager, you are expected to know the financial awareness and
Okay.
financial happenings around the world, and how is it going to affect or have impact on Indian financial industry. Okay,
Okay,
because
sir.
banks are the main banks are like a financial infrastructure of a country. Okay,
Right.
so you should have a uh, idea about all the financial awareness and major financial awareness, financial terminologies, all things, so that you can that are expected from you. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
I would suggest that you should make a note of financial terminologies and financial awareness, financial major news, and then you should make some Google searching or from authenticated sources. Okay, because you have less time now, so please make a
Yes,
list
sir.
of these terminologies and major news and
Okay.
work on them. Okay, because
Okay, sir.
that will help you in the real interview. And apart from that, since you are coming from Infosys and IT industry, so you should also have the basic idea about your company and some industry and as well. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so
I studied about Infosys, but I was not aware about the two persons that you
yeah,
asked
yeah.
about.
So you should have a look at these things as well.
Okay, sir.
So
Sure.
so that's how you can improve the things.
Right, sir. Right.
So please tell me how you felt regarding means like a feedback to us, to me, uh, regarding the questions I asked. How did you? Any feedback from your side or anything you want to ask?
Actually, sir, I'm not that much confident. I just know the basics of banking, but if I have a doubt in my mind, I just say that I do not know because I don't want to make negative impact on my from my side.
That's
So
fine. Yeah, yeah.
I
That's good.
answer those questions only, which I'm very sure about or currently I are in my mind.
Okay. So
Some
you
of
please work on those things. What I told or what I advised.
okay, okay,
Okay.
sir.
So what I'm asking that any feedback to me or
Like
from the questions
the
what I
question as
asked,
fairly
anything
covered.
you want to
Do
ask,
you have?
something like that.
Sir, you asked me financial questions in very depth, I guess. Is it compulsory to do that? Because I'm not aware of that much financial knowledge.
Okay, no, see, what I have asked you is a basic, some of the basic terms I asked you, okay? Like
Okay.
depository, option, financial derivatives, NSE, Nifty. These are basic financial terms, okay?
Okay, sir.
So that's like a general knowledge. That's like a general knowledge, okay? That is
Okay.
because those are very important part of the Indian financial system. And apart from that, the news I asked you regarding the happening like Russia-Ukraine crisis,
Yes,
US
sir.
Fed interest rate policies, these are directly affecting Indian markets.
Right, right, right.
So you
Okay.
should be aware of all the things. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Palak. So thank you for your time, and now all the
Thank
best
you,
for
sir.
your future endeavors. And
Thank you so
now
much.
Pratyush sir and Prerna madam will take it further. Okay.
So you
Okay,
want to
sir.
leave, Pankaj?
I'll be
Pankaj
there.
sir?
I'll be there. I'll be there. You can
Okay.
please continue.
So we should proceed.
Yeah, you should proceed.
Yeah, Prerna madam, can you continue?
Good evening, Palak.
Good evening, ma'am.
So you work as a system engineer in Infosys, right?
Right, ma'am. System engineer trainee.
Oh, so what's your task there? What do you do?
Ma'am, currently I'm on a training.
Mm-hmm.
So we are learning things.
Okay, like.
Like I learned about DBMS
Hmm. Okay.
currently.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll start with the very basic. Explain the
Okay.
difference between C and C++.
Okay. Ma'am, C is a procedural oriented programming language, and C++ is the object oriented language. In C is the very basics of all the programming language, we can say that.
Mm-hmm.
In C++, we consider everything as an object.
Okay.
Every entity is considered as an object.
Yeah, that specifies from the definition only, object-oriented programming. Okay, tell
Yes.
me the basic concepts of OOPS or object-oriented programming.
Okay. In OOPS, there are a few properties which the object should possess. For example, inheritance,
Hmm.
encapsulation, data abstraction,
Okay.
and data hiding. So
Okay.
these are a few
Data
qualities
hiding
or
and encapsulation,
sorry,
are they
yes.
different?
No, it's the last one is polymorphism. Yes,
No.
these are the
Okay.
four pillars of OOPS.
Okay, you have read DBMS, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Explain the difference between DBMS and RDBMS.
Okay. Ma'am, DBMS is a database management system, and RDBMS is relational database management system. In
Okay.
RDBMS, we relate the data in the form of a table, relations.
Right.
So that's the basic thing in RDBMS. And in DBMS, there are many ways to relate the data.
Okay. Okay. Do you have idea about OSI model?
Yes, ma'am.
Just give me the names of the layers. That's it.
Okay. Uh, can I name them randomly?
Ha, sure.
Yeah, there's an application. There are basically 7 layers in the OSI model:
Okay.
application layer, session layer, presentation layer, network layer,
Okay.
data link layer.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, Tell me the difference between compiler and interpreter.
Basically, these both are the translators where we translate a high level language into a machine level language. Compiler is used to translate the whole code, whole
Good.
paragraph as a one, and interpreter translates it line by line.
Good. Very good. Explain any of the job scheduling algorithm to me. Anyone.
Okay, ma'am, I just know the name of
If
the
only.
algorithms. I do not know in detail. I can't recall it right now.
Okay. Give me the names then.
It's a round robin algorithm, I guess. I don't know about more.
Okay. No problem. Uh, okay. Can you explain or differentiate between greedy algorithm and dynamic programming?
No, ma'am, sorry, I don't know about it.
Okay, okay, no problem. Differentiate between tree and graphs. You must have read this in college.
Yes, ma'am.
Tree and graphs.
Okay. Uh, Ma'am, in trees, we both are the ways to represent the data.
Mm-hmm.
In trees, we represent the data in the form of a tree, where the first one is the root, and we relate others as a child of the trees, and the last one are known as leaves.
Okay. Do
And in
you use, that's it, that's fine for me. Do you use any fitness band or voice recognition like Siri, Alexa, anything?
no, ma'am.
Okay, you don't use. You just wanted to skip some questions, that's why you said, or you really don't use that?
No, I really don't use them.
Okay, no problem. You must have heard about the blockchain technology, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me two fundamental blockchain properties. Basic, very basic one.
Okay, the basics about that.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in this, the data is stored in the form of blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I do not know the name, but the data of the current block as well as the data of the previous block is stored in one block.
But what's so special in blockchain? Like, what is the base? We can say that it's a property only we can see in blockchain, or not only, but we can see in blockchain.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, the speciality is that we can't easily, nobody can easily change the data. So it's good for
Why?
security purposes, because if we try to change the data of a block, it will further affect the data of next block as well, and all the chains, all the
Okay.
blocks throughout that chain, because the data in a block is also stored in the another block.
Okay. And another you wanted to say?
That's it.
Okay. No problem. Okay, you must have read a little bit about the banking awareness.
Yes, ma'am. I know the basics of banking
Yeah,
awareness.
it's okay. I'll only ask the basics. Tell me monetary policy. What do you mean by monetary policy?
Okay, a monetary policy is proposed by RBI in order to look for the development of the country as well as to manage the price stability in the country.
Okay. What do you understand by price stability?
It controls the money in the country. If the money will be more, the price will obviously be higher. So it
Okay.
have to maintain the price stability as well. And
How does
in
it maintain that?
sorry,
How does it maintain that?
okay, by giving or taking money from the market in the form of government securities.
Only government securities?
No, ma'am, government securities, bonds, and there are few other things.
Like,
Um, okay,
it's okay, it's
I'm
okay.
not able to recall
It's
it.
okay, fine. Explain base rate to me. Base rate. You have heard of this term?
Sorry, base rate. I'm not able to. I know about all other rates. I think
Like,
all.
okay. Explain MCLR then.
Sorry, MC.
MCLR. You said that you know all about all other rates.
Yes, yes, yes.
Explain.
MCLR means marginal cost to lending ratio. It's the basic ratio which the banks need to maintain with the RBI.
Mm-hmm.
RBI can provide money to the banks
Okay.
at the ratio in against the government securities.
Then what is MSF?
MSF is a marginal standing facility. It's a sorry, I think I
Yes.
misinterpreted.
Yes. Okay. Uh, Tell me, what do you understand by inflation?
When the price of the commodities are increasing, it can be called inflation.
Okay. So, is there any way that we can control the inflation?
Yes, government takes the money from the market. When there's a less cash in the market, the inflation will be less.
Government or RBI?
RBI.
Okay. How? What's the
Uh,
process? How does it takes the money from the market?
RBI issue government securities against that money. So the money is deposited with the RBI.
Okay. Any other way?
Yes. No, I don't know about the other way.
Okay. What is scheduled banks?
Scheduled banks are those which are included in the second schedule of RBI.
Okay. Any other criteria than that?
They have to maintain a minimum they should have the minimum paid up capital of 5 lakh, or they
Sure.
should next is yes, ma'am, or they should work for the betterment of the people, not for their own profit only.
This is, I think, mostly applicable to all other banks, right? not only scheduled commercial bank.
Yes.
Hmm? Okay. Okay. What is payment bank?
So, ma'am, these are a specific type of banks which we use basically for online transfers. Uh, for example, Airtel payment banks, which we use easily to transfer our money.
Okay.
Yes.
Then what are neobanks?
Neobanks, can I take a guess? I'm not
Yeah,
sure
please,
about
please.
it.
Yeah.
Uh, the banks which do not have any branch associated with them, I guess these are neobanks.
Can you give some examples?
Uh, no, ma'am, I can't recall the name.
Okay, you said that they don't have any physical branch, right?
Right, ma'am.
Does Airtel Payment Bank have any physical branch?
No, ma'am.
Then why don't we call it a neobank?
Because I guess they provide only payment based services. They do not provide the services like the normal banks.
And neobanks does the lending also?
Yes. No, then I'm not sure about it, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Do you have any idea about negotiable instruments?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Explain check to me. What is a check?
Okay. A check is a promise made by a person of the amount to be payable on demand.
Okay. Then what is promissory notes?
Promissory note, I haven't heard about it.
Okay. All these are negotiable instruments. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me, what are the different types of ATM?
Okay. White label ATM, yellow label ATM. There's a pink label ATM.